everyone, my name is Michelle and I do 5-star book reviews, and today I am so excited because we are talking about this book right here by one of my favorite historical fiction writers, Eoin Dempsey, called Toward the Midnight Sun. Oh my gosh, I love his titles so much. He always comes out with an amazing title. His first book, Finding Rebecca. Loved that title. Oh, whatever. Eoin, you know how much I love you. And you know what? This is a completely biased review. I never say that, but I love him. And I've interviewed him like 3 times. So I know going into these books that I'm going to love them. And I did. So I am so incredibly happy when I saw this come. You don't even know, Eoin. And I'm going to send you this video because I get so happy when you come out with a book. So I'm excited to talk about this book. All right. So let's get down to business. Up on your screen, 269 pages, historical fiction. Perfect. And you know what, Eoin? I thought you were going to write another World War II book. I really did. I had money in my head, money placed on the fact that it was going to be another World War II historical fiction. But no, you totally surprised me with this one. It takes place 1897. He starts the book off in Seattle, and we are going to be talking about the Klondike, which I never heard of. You know why? Because we didn't learn about it in school. But you know what? Owen's a teacher. So it's like I feel like he's teaching us history through his books because I learned so much. I read about it. I read about this gold rush. I'm going to put pictures up as I'm doing this review because it is so crazy. It started in 1897 and ended in 1899. 2 years of a gold rush. Isn't that great? Like, I had no idea. I was like, no, I thought the gold rush, well, maybe in other places it lasted longer, but I really have never heard of this. And you know what? See, like, little hairs. Because I got the light coming because it's nighttime, so that's pretty funny. I like it. Who knew I had hair like that stood up at the back of my head like that? Oh, well. Anyway, now you can all see it now that I've pointed that out. So, Eoin, there are so many things that I love about this book, but before I get into what I love about it, I'm going to read the Amazon blurb. From the best-selling author of White Rose, Black Forest, another amazing title, comes a page-turning epic of adventure, suspense, and romance set against the rich and ruthless backdrop of the Klondike Gold Rush by Jane Healy, the author of the Beantown Girls. Okay, a gorgeously written novel that has all the elements of terrific historical fiction, adventure, romance, danger, and an unforgettable heroine, as well as unique and beautifully depicted setting, in this case, the breathtaking and untamed terrain of the Yukon during the Klondike Gold Rush. I agree. Man, you did such a good job. I felt like I was there. If I could talk to you again, which I'm really not doing author interviews anymore, that's what I would ask you is like, why? Why this? Why did you pick it? Maybe you love it. Maybe this is part of history that you love and you wanted to do more research on, but your research was impeccable. But let's get into the 5 reasons why I love this book. Number 1, well, because you guys all know I'm a historical fiction fan. I can't help it, but yeah, I am. So I'm going to read it. It's going to happen. Number 2, the gold rush. I'm putting pictures up because I know anything about it. And you know, okay, besides me being a historical fiction fan, if there's a story out there that I don't know about, I want to know. So what did you do? You gave me, Eoin, a story that I knew nothing about and just like sat there and looked up things as I'm reading it. I'm like looking up maps. I was like, I dove headfirst into this gold rush. Number 3, because I have told him this over and over again. Nobody writes a love story like Eoin. Doesn't happen. I'm going to flash some book covers of his up on the screen so you can look at them because go read them. If you think this was a love story, all his books are love stories. The one time I asked him how, I'm like, you write such amazing love stories. Like, what's it like being married to you? And then his wife was sitting there. She was like, oh, it's amazing. Like, they are so cute. 2 little boys. They are adorable. He writes that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I know this is going to be an amazing love story. And it was. So, number 4, because he always has strong female characters. And I know I say that, but that's because that's what I love in a book. All his books have that. I don't know how you do it, but you do. And you do it so well. And I loved Anna. She was awesome. I love her. I love her so much. I'm like, it's January 9th, and I'm like, oh, this is my favorite book of the year. All right, I'm done. It's like, but hope maybe you'll have another one out this year. Let's pray. And then number 5, why did I love this book? Because it's Owen. Because he writes an amazing book. I know it. I know what I'm getting myself into. He has over, I think, almost 300 Amazon reviews. This book came out January 1st. It's the 9th. Over 300 reviews already. You know what? The first time I talked to him, he was a teacher just south of here in Philly. And I was like, when are you going to quit and write full time? Well, guess what? He is now. So I kind of take credit for it, even though I'm sure it wasn't me. But I like to take credit for it. I like to tell people when I, talk about this book, I'm like, yeah, so I told him to quit teaching and he did. So he took my advice. But I'm sure way more important people than me were telling him to quit his day job. And he did. And now he's a full-time writer. And I am so happy for him. Owen, if you are watching this, thank you. It was amazing. You know I love you. And I will do everything to make sure that people know about this book. That's my job. Okay? So anyway, everybody, IndieBound, Amazon, let this be your first historical fiction book of the year. Let it be your first love story of the year. It's like historical fiction / love story. That's what this book is to me. And Toward the Midnight Sun, incredible, incredible cover, incredible title. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know. I want to hear about it. Until my next book.